It's Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Houston Oilers and the Indianapolis Colts. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. One receiver left is Hilton. On first down, Luck. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down. It gets a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Colts a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
touchdown, Indianapolis! Rashard Matthews, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Slot man moves right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. To throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. They told us this repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings. We need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And the Colts coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes the defense heading back out here on the road. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know, from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. The first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky, preach. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful They know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things. Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
It's third down, 6 yards to go for the offense. Kelsey out in the slot right. They're going to look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
That time a 6-play drive, and the result a Houston touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Time running out here on the play clock. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Second and 10, Luck again. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On fourth down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. This will be taken at the 10. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On play action, they'll throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, he told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Marcus Peters is a former first-round pick who has great anticipation and tremendous ball skills.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Open man, it's Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Long. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. It's a close game. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. 3rd and long, it's Locke. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Here's Luck now on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about it.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
The throw on second down is Luck. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And now out comes Houston. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 7 yards on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Can't put that. No escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
This will be caught at about the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because you know, most defense, there's 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. Then you throw the ball over their heads. And now, there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football. And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Locke. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Here comes the defense heading back out here on the road. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps you in it and gives your offense a chance to retaliate.
Yeah, right now it's got them with the lead. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And able to find Garcon. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down. When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Allen's got it over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the red zone now, Locke looking for someone to throw to. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing again is Locke. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Holding offense.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. And this one is right through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Kelsey out in the slot right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Holding defense.
So the defensive holding penalty here, Charles.
You get outside of 5 yards downfield and you get grabby with an offensive player, the flag will come out every time.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. The Colts defense, they work their way back onto the field. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I could just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes. First series of the second half. Offense or defense, you've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he cuts it left, and now room to move. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his third touchdown and 18th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So back-to-back games here of great production and just, his cuts. They're so quick last week and this week.
That comes from confidence, I think. He understands what the defense is trying to do, but I think he has so much belief in his offensive line that he's just saying, the block's going to be there. I'm not worried about it. And we saw that last week. In fact, they were so good last week on the flight home. I actually plugged in the game and watched the offensive line play one more time. I was so impressed by them, and they're carrying it over to this week. And, of course, when you got big-time runner behind them, that's a pretty good combination.
Doesn't hurt. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain, and it's second down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. Third down and 12.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about...
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver, 77 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
That was a really nice play to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free. And
trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he's got some space here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. First and goal here from the 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second, now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out. And the defense will take it right down Broadway. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get loud.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 50 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And we get a glance at this defense again. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew, so they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out, gave a little momentum to their offense, and said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And the defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. They'll get 23 yards there. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver, 78 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Here comes the defense heading back out here on the road. They struggled that last drive. They were kind of hit two ways, both with the run and the pass.
And I love how you brought hit into it because a lot of defense coordinators like to show a little cut-up film the night before a game. They usually have some boxing in there, and it always shows the guy being the aggressor, the guy on his toes punching, not back on his heels taking punches, and that's where this defense was on the last possession.
They were on their heels. Will they be on their heels again? Let's see. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Now a first down throw, Luck. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage. And
back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Offside, defense. Still first down.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dwayne Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And now out comes Houston. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Houston first.
Well, it's obvious to me that the big guy is beyond locked in. We saw last week a scintillating performance. We're seeing it again. I think he and his coordinator are in lockstep right now.
Sometimes a tip of the cap to the guys calling the plays here, yeah?
Not just calling the plays, setting the game plan, sitting with him during the week, watching tape as they formulate it. You know, the best ones, they listen to their guy and say, okay, what do you like this week? You like this play? You don't like that play? And that helps them formulate what they're going to do. That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Back to the air, Luck on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. From the gun on third down, Luck. Over the middle to Garcon. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go back to the air here after the INT. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 78 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. One receiver left is Hilton. Here's Luck now on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun last week. Sometimes it feels like we're at all these games. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Second and 10, Luck again. Finding time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver. 51 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The defense now working their way back onto the field. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over. Because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Luck on first down. And he fends him off. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him a gain of 37. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a first down throw, Luck. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Back to the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. 3rd and long. It's Locke. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash, this from 53. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory.
Remember how much we enjoyed watching him last week?
It's the same thing this week. Look at those numbers.
I'd hate to be a defender right now because no matter what they're throwing at him in terms of coverages, he's finding ways to defeat it. And even when he's covered, he's not covered. Hey, what is he doing? What's that term they use? He's uncovering and making big catches. Really fun to watch.
And quickly, they get to the line. Now back to throw. And this is incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got time in the pocket, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One receiver left is Hilton. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Locke. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on